Artwork, critiques, Photoshop files, and reference sheets are all available on my Patreon. Well, hello there guys and girls, I hope of course you are doing bloody well. My name is Mikey and welcome along to another episode of Draw With Mikey, episode 116. Huzzah! Guys, oh my goodness, we have done it. We've hit 500,000 subscribers on the channel. Let me just stop and say a super great big thank you to you guys. This is not the official, I don't know, 500k special video or anything like that. I really don't know what we're getting. Oh, you know what? I've just had an idea. Holy shit, I've just had an idea. Anyway, let me just say that is so fucking awesome. I just want to quickly address that in this video. I've recently found my 50 subscriber shout out video on an old hard drive. So we'll probably do a special involving that. We'll take a look at how fucking awkward I was back in the day. But before I kind of address the thank yous, and let's talk about some gift cards idea that I've got going on. Guys, this is the super casual midweek series where basically it's just my opportunity to catch up with you guys, the viewers, where I'm getting any old bit of artwork done in the background. Maybe you guys are getting your own art or projects done whilst I ramble away, and yeah, it's like touching bases. So if there's anything that you want to say to me, get yourself in the comment section below, and with any luck I'll be reading it next time around. So yeah guys, 500,000, that's mental. I never foresaw this coming. It is an honor. Like, is that the right word? Like, I'm grateful guys. It's so fucking cool. So thank you so much, guys. It's only down to you lot kind of loitering along and clicking that subscribe button that's made this possible. That is incroyable. Guys, make sure you've got yourself a cup of tea. Can you hear this? I've got a new mug. Oh god, did I talk about the fact that my mug broke? Was that... Because basically, last episode... By the way, it's a bit rambling, this series. Last week, I should say, we didn't have an episode going because it swings and roundabouts at my end. I want to celebrate with you guys that we've hit 500,000 subscribers. On the side, I also want to celebrate that I've just made partner with Twitch. So I'm no longer a Twitch affiliate. I'm now one of the big boys. Don't ask me what we're going to do about those rules about not streaming on other platforms because there's DWM to happen on YouTube. Anyway, so that's really absolutely fantastic, but I'm also a little bit swamped at my end. I am, of course, doing that Patreon catch-up. I've actually just done a whole bulk of starts and bits to things, which is great. So, guys, expect some One Punch Man characters happening on this channel. Oh, wait, in fact, you're probably seeing One Punch Man right now. So, on the screen in the background, guys, what I've got going on is a colour palette test, more than a kind of image test. I'm doing my Twin Cores Genos from One Punch Man. And, in fact, what I was really doing here is I was stealing a colour palette from another incredible artist called Simz Art. So I will make sure that I've linked to his Twitch channel and his Instagram below. He's a really nice guy, incredible illustrator, and I just wanted to try out really random palette colours in his style, but against like a One Punch Man character, and just see how that looked. So that's kind of my art experimentation at the moment in the background of this screen. But I have been working on other One Punch Man characters. If you follow me on social medias, you've probably seen some. And also we need to be doing some Game of Thrones kind of anime manga fan arts as well. So that's what's kind of lined up right now. Because I've been starting a lot of these, what I'm now doing in the background is, you know, a slightly more saucier versions and the other bits so that I can just dump back to back a load of Patreon packs as part of a catch up. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But also, when I talk about swings and roundabouts, just to give you this quick Mikey update, like it is really close right now, balls to the wall, involving kind of my house living mortgage situation right now, like whether I can get one, whether I can sort out where I am. It is actually incredibly tight. I've got emails from people who are very angry at me, expecting stuff to have appeared by now, and I'm just kind of like, oh shit, I need to do this and this. So that's kind of explained why I've been quite busy. I need to catch up on Patreon, but actually IRL stuff is, you know, kind of massively stressing me out as well. Hopefully we're going to be clear of all of this sort of stuff, but just to let you know what's going on. Regardless, the celebratory side of things, guys, I just pretty much just now I was like, oh my god, 500k subs, let me get a load of gift cards. So what I've done, guys, is I've bought like an absolute shitload of $10 gift cards on Amazon, and I'm awfully sorry, people from other countries. My main audience is from America, so for the moment at least, and don't worry guys from the UK, I think we are going to mix it up. I'll get some UK gift cards further down the line, but I basically bought loads and loads of American $10 gift cards. So I thought what I could do as part of a kind of ongoing thank you is, in every Draw With Mikey episode, I'm going to just randomly, somewhere on screen, just flash up a $10 gift card. So somewhere in this episode, and I'm going to do it twice. So somewhere in this episode, there's just going to be like, bloop, there's a $10 gift card code. And then a little bit later on in the episode, somewhere it's just going to be like, bloop, there's a $10 gift card episode. So this is like for the really hardcore crew who actually sit through all of this. So just a way of saying a thank you. So right now in this episode, somewhere, you lovely individuals, there are 2 $10 gift cards. So find them, be the first person to get there and use them and live your life happily and so on. I'll also probably, I think for the, it's not going to be forever, by the way. I'm not made of money, but I'm like Mr. Beast, but poorer and worse. But basically what I'll do for the fan arts as well that we usually have on a weekend is I will just pick a random person from the comment section and just chuck them a $10 Amazon US gift code as well. Sucks if they don't live in the States, but you can always, I don't know, pass it on. So yeah, guys, expect some kind of gift cards happening on the channel. I'm going to make that a thing for a little bit. Gift cards, everybody. But what else? Okay, so 50 subscriber shout out video. We'll take maybe a reactive look at that. But oh my god, okay, now I remember what I needed to say. Guys, in this particular episode, I always try to have like a little bit of a theme. Don't worry, I'm totally going to start reading your comments in just a moment. Where basically, I need to do a Ask Me Anything video, an AMA, or basically common question sort of thing. So I'm already putting together a common art kind of questions video, and then probably just a general sort of anything you want to know about me sort of thing. So basically, guys, Q&A time. Get yourself in the comment section below. Any questions whatsoever. Go ahead and ask them, and I'll just kind of make a note of them and add them to a thing. In the episodes, I try to read as many of your comments as possible. Don't worry, I don't usually do this much explaining at the start of an episode, guys. I do promise. I'm just really excited at getting 500,000. Face reveal, everybody. Face reveal at 1 million. Ignore the fact that my face is already on screen. And then what we'll do is I'll take every single question and I'll try to make a note of it, even if I don't manage to read every single comment in the next episode, and I'll try to put something together going further down the line. I've just got some really fucking important life stuff to sort out right now. Oh my god, am I getting grey hairs? I definitely am. But we're going to start smashing some videos together a little bit later this summer to kind of say, hey, oh my god, aren't things awesome? So guys, I think that's just me getting enough stuff off my chest. Thank you so much for waiting. Welcome to another episode. Let me start reading through the comment section and see what's going on with you rather dashing individuals. So Raisin Knight says, Mikey's painting a video that's not depicting a thick waifu? Impossible! Oh yeah, so last episode I shared with you another kind of, because I'm doing a lot of tests, if you haven't noticed at the moment, guys. You've got to keep, pushing your borders and seeing what kind of art is, the kind of art you like. So I did like a really soft palette study a while ago for Ritsu Hawkeye from Full Metal Alchemist, or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is kind of cool. I really liked experimenting that way. We'll see what happens in the future. But I'm pulling things back into kind of the traditional anime style at the moment, just so we can hit out some One Punch Man characters and all that sort of thing. Rain Margaret says, Ritsu Hawkeye is one of the most hottest 2D women back in my days. Oh wow, yeah. Do you know what? She seemed really popular when we were doing that live on Twitch. So I'm quite pleased that people quite liked her. Temple Friend says, hey Mikey boy. Hello there, Temple. If you're looking for recommendations for landscape artists, oh yeah, I was a while ago. You recommend Jacob Rosowski, I believe is a very good choice. He is a visual storyteller and an illustrator, but his paintings are breathtaking, so I highly recommend. By the way, thanks for the Facebook message ages ago, no problem. I've improved my art so much since then. I know a whole bunch about anatomy and beginning to do concept and illustration. Cheers! Dude, that is absolutely awesome. I'm going to copy your suggestion for Jacob Rosowski into my notepad file, because I'm always stealing your ideas. Arian Nazari says, hey Mikey. Hello there, Arian. Thanks for the tutorials and I love your videos. Thank you so much for saying that. It's really kind of you, man. By the way, guys, if I sound like I'm talking a million miles an hour, it's only so that we can power our way through your comments, as many as I can. I've learned to draw sexy thick chicks to annoy my friends that say flat is justice. Curves for miles. I have a thing to ask if it's not a problem to you. Well, it kind of is, mate, but let's go over it. Can you know I'm only kidding? Can you please draw Sekido from the back? Oh, you want a really particular Sekido pose next to a sexy, thick xenomorph? We might do some Sekido fan art, because I'm a big fan of Sekido, but I'm not going to do your Sekido xenomorph suggestion. But cheers for trying. Mix Nitro says, hey Mikey. Hello there, Mix. By the way, Sekido is amazing. I've not yet completed it, so no spoilers. Mix Nitro says, I've increased our numbers by corrupting 2 of my friends into digital art, and I told them both to sub to you and watch all of your tutorials. Ah, thank you so much, good sir. I really appreciate the support. As for Manga, Tales of Demons and Gods and God of High Score, I've been reading both for a while, and they're both damn good. As for the arts, Goju Kai, Goju-do, martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Renewal Taekwondo, boxing, kickboxing, Tai Chi. Holy shit, Mix Nitro. Holy shit, you might be trouble on the streets. but, you know, not much in the sheets or something like that. I'm only kidding, mate. Dude, thank you so much. So I must have asked you guys, because it was 2 weeks ago, we must have started talking about, like, you know, martial arts. Oh, I must have asked you guys if you've done any stuff. So remember, guys, any questions you've got for me for a Q&A, get yourself in the comments. I do want to hear about them. But yeah, we might just start reading through all of your guys' martial arts experience. Mixed Nitro, that's actually fuckloads. Taski, or Tasuki, says, hello, Mikey. Hello there. First, nice art as always. Oh, thank you so much for saying it. It's just a bit of a study, but I do appreciate it. Second, do you know Hushabye Valley? And if you do know it, what do you think about the he-she art? No, I do not notice that. Wait, sorry. You've got a second sentence that just said, it's my first time, I hope this gets noticed. And instead of me saying I don't know that, I read noticed with my eyes and then it came out my mouth. I'm just popping into Google on another tab. God, I hope this isn't highly adult. Hushabye, images. No, it just looks really good. Graphic, curvy, interesting. There's a white lizard girl with a super long tail. Careful. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a little investigate. Thank you very much for putting it on my radar. And Mr. Awesome Trek says, hey, Mikey. Hello there, Mr. Awesome. Hate to respond to a random old video in the comment section of another one. Oh, don't worry. That's totally fine, dude. But I just want to say that your furry score bunny was super cute. Oh, TY. That was hyper-experimental myself. How very on topic. I hope it was fun. Yeah, it was a fun Twitch live stream to get that done in one session, and I hope to see you take on more furry characters again at some point. Never say never. Love your art, thank you for saying, and your videos are always a great background whilst drawing. Yes, guys, as ever, I mean, I know that I keep saying, hey, ask me anything for a Q&A session that I need to start doing, but also, if you just want to tell me what artwork you're up to, or, you know, you're getting some stuff done for an hour whilst I'm rambling away, I always want to hear about it. The cringy YouTuber says, hey Mikey, hello there, I'm new to your channel, maybe 3 or 4 months, and I just love your art. Oh my god, guys, thank you very much for all of these I love your art star comments, I really do appreciate them. And your tutorials have helped me. Ah, brilliant, that makes me a happy man. I've been struggling with many of my art projects, but I always run over the deadline. Dude, you and me both, right? My life is catch up right now, and I just end up feeling like I'm horrible and but I don't deserve to be accepted in the higher class. Dude, you and me both. Oh my god, the guilt you feel as an artist is fucking incredible, especially when you're legitimately behind. Like my self-esteem is like a real mixed bag right now. Can you give me any tips that might make me feel better over the summer? Cringy YouTube, the only thing I can say is that what you're feeling is actually really, really common. Welcome to the world of art. It's a mixture of feeling really happy about your work and sublime levels of depression about what you're doing with your life. So good luck, good sir. Stood1 says, I was at the job point when Mikey streamed. Oh, I was at the job. Oh, I was at the job at the point when Mikey streamed. Do you mean at your job? I thought I saw Mikey or something, so I clicked the button and I lost the battery and forgot about it later when I charged it. Stood1, what a boring story. So your story is, you streamed and then I ran out of phone battery. Stood1, thank you so much for at least trying to catch up. Good for you. And Samadad Nishad says, Mikey's a real cutie IRL. Samadad, don't tell everybody, thank you. Real pleasure meeting you and the rest of the art squad at TwitchCon. Oh, Sam, it's you. Hey, I know who you are. P.S. We need more Shield Hero waifus. Please bless RNG. Shield Hero. Okay, Sam, I'm going to take your comment. Sam came back to our... Yeah, when we did TwitchCon... Did I ever talk about TwitchCon Berlin? I'm sure I must have. But yeah, we had a flat with some other art streamers, and Sam came back to our flat a couple of times as well. Tom's Ivy SFM and Guy says, Mikey paints a picture that isn't depicting thick anime girls. Everyone. Wait! That's illegal! Yeah, so you're quite used to the thick stuff around here, don't worry, it's going nowhere. But guys, experimentation is key. I do like expressing other art forms. I don't get to do it half as much as I'd want to. Like I'm saying right now, I'm actually like sweating and shitting my pants every day about what's happening to my life. But other than that, keep mixing up if you can. Katie Marigold says, Mikey, I'm new here. Hello there, Katie. Pleasure to have you. And I'm curious, how long did it take you to personally get good at what you do? I'm just going to sip some tea. Meaning, how long did it take you to get into the groove of drawing beautiful pieces and or characters? Katie, thank you for saying. Side note, I'm truly honestly just so happy to be on a Patreon to help and support your talent. Oh my god, I feel so guilty. Don't worry, Katie, your catch-ups are coming soon. Thank you so much for the support. I love to help all the artists as much as I can. Sometimes we just need cold, hard, read more. Cold hard cash. Sorry if this sounds insensitive. It does not sound insensitive, dude. Like, money issues are like definitely a thing that's kind of on my head at the moment. Like, not issues, but just like fucking sorting my life. So Katie, absolute pleasure. Right. So when people generally ask me how long have I been studying art, I'm always kind of like, well, I did a bit of art when I was a kid. I had a very arty mum. I took architecture at university, so it's 2 diploma, but I didn't really use anything that I'd learnt at school or anything for what I do right now on YouTube. So basically 4 or 5 years of just online art tutorials, studying from art books, just having a look at seeing what's going and making studies and copies of artwork and anime and manga that I really found good. Bear in mind, I was always doing this on the side as a backup, and that was only as a side, as a backup for the portion that isn't rendering videos and actually making the content together. So unlike some people who probably get an opportunity to study like maybe 5 times a week, I was drawing well and properly maybe 3 times a week during this whole period, which is not enough. So basically, you can probably get to this from scratch in a much shorter period if you kind of put a bit more time to it. Really, however, kind of what you've asked is to be good at what you do, or to kind of reach the standards where I'm in the groove of things. And actually, I would say that's only really recently. So I would say it's been about 3 years of doing the actual studies and trying to kind of build up my own skills whilst kind of doing a bit of YouTube on the side from the day job sort of thing. Obviously, back when I was doing all of that as a mix. However, I would only say it's within the last year that my art has personally reached a standard where I'm not content, but happy enough, for example, to start making prints and start making merch and that kind of thing. So yeah, like basically it's different for everybody, but if you kind of knuckle down and put it in, I'm pretty sure if you're into that kind of thing, you're going to be getting there a lot quicker than I did. But I only really regard my last year's worth of art as artwork that doesn't make me sick to my stomach. A lot of the older stuff, I'm just like, oh man, I had a lot to learn, and I still do. We all do. We are all on the journey. Okay, I'll try not to make all of my other answers as long as that one, just to make sure we hit all those comments. But thank you very much, Katie. Zelda Chicken says, hi, Mikey. I love the art you make. Zelda, thank you, man. I always look forward to drawing whilst you're listening to your sweet voice as I get some of my own art done. Keep doing what you're doing. I will, good sir. Oh, that's probably picked up really loud. I really felt it. And also, rest in peace for Mug. Oh, God. Yeah, so I still have the Governor mug down here. I've got line of sight to it right now with a broken handle inside. However, guys, Governor mug has been replaced with Big Boss. On screen, you're probably still seeing the Governor mug because it's from some old footage. But I've got another 900mm stroke 1 litre mug that's also black with big text, and it just says Big Boss on the side. So the king is dead, long live the king, the governor is out, the big boss is in. We just need to move on with the times and accept these things. And it also kind of reminds me of dum dum da da dum 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 snake. Anyway, Big Boss from, oh my god, I nearly said Full Metal Alchemist, from Metal Gear Solid. Holy shit. Okay, that's the one. Top Shots 9952 says, yo, you said book recommendations. Oh, I always want book recommendations. You are recommending The Brother Band Chronicles. Top Shot. Oh my god, right. So I don't know if I told you last time, but I read The Name of the Wind, the first book, and it cuts off very abruptly. Thank you very much for the suggestion, by the way. So I started listening to an audiobook of The Way of Kings, and I finished the first one on audiobook, and it was all right. But honestly, I'm starting to think audiobooks aren't for me. I think they actually fuck me up. So I'm listening to the second audiobook in A Way of Kings now. Wait, what's it called? Words of Radiance. And, so basically it's this guy and this lady who mix up the chapters and read them together. And the lady, she's putting on these voices for these kind of semi-existing conceptual creatures that kind of are kind of one with everything. They're called sprites. It's mixed up. But, like, some of the voices she does are so fucking awful. And she gives these characters, like, they're supposed to be these sailors, and she tried to make them sound a little bit French and interesting, and it's so bad. It is so bad. It actually pulls my attention away from, like, sitting down and doing art and getting lost in a story, to the point where I'm just like, oh my god, I wish she would stop doing that. And another thing is, I've kind of, like, a couple of nights, I've sort of semi-fallen asleep whilst playing the audiobooks. I'm kind of like, I want to listen to more of this, but I also want to lie in bed. And then basically I kind of end up both not listening to the audiobook at all and not quite managing to fall asleep because it's still playing in the background in my room, and that's actually fucked my sleeping pattern yet again. And I don't think audiobook, by the way, I'm going to take this all back. If Audible ever want to set up, like, a cheeky sponsored video, audible.com, code megamega, I don't know, like, then I will 100% take this back. But I'm starting to think, like, if you're driving in the daytime, or you're going to the gym or something, or you're going for a run, sure, audiobook, why not? If you're relaxing at home, and and like you're feeling like you want to just kind of maybe chill and rest your eyes, 100% do not recommend an audiobook, because you will not quite fall asleep. You will also actually miss everything that's playing in the audiobook because it won't quite sink in consciously. You do have to pay attention to that stuff. So yeah, I'm actually really disappointed with the second book in the series. So I think I'm actually going to quit it, and I'm probably just going to have to find a copy for my Kindle instead and just read it, because, oh man, listening to that's really messed me over. It's happened on a couple of nights that it has ruined my sleep, and it's so important to me. I need to be up early and talk to people. Guys, I'm so sorry for that ramble. Anyway, so yeah, I've got mixed emotions about audiobooks right now. Don't at me. Jericho Cross says, I finally got into JoJo's, but I binged the first 2 parts. Oh my god, dude, JoJo's is fantastic. There's another art streamer. She's like an art game streamer called Porcelain Rat. There we go. And I've only just realised recently she's also into her JoJo stuff. Whenever I kind of come across people who are into JoJo, I'm just like, let's talk about it. But only the first few series. Anyway, you're on the 3rd and 4th parts as we speak, Jericho Cross, good luck. And I'm also watching the 2nd season of One Punch Man. Finally, it is out. So yeah, you know what, I still haven't started watching season 2, but I'm trying to focus on those One Punch Man characters, A, because I know it's quite popular right now, but B, because I've always wanted to do it. I had a go at Tatsumaki years and years ago, going back to Katie's question, talking about not quite being at the art standard you want. And I did a Tatsumaki, and then later on, slightly more recently, I had another go at Tatsumaki where my art was in a different place. And now I'm just like, you know what, I want to do Tatsumaki again, but we're going to do some kind of naughty underwear for Buki at the moment, because she's also super hot and popular. So yeah, we're going to see how we go with that. Anyway, sorry guys, copy and paste, you say. Have you checked out G. George Draws on Instagram? He and his friends started the YouTube channel D&J Art Show. Have you heard of Jamie Jones? No, none of this, Sheriko. I'm going to Control-C you, Control-V you. Thank you very much. Cristallo Arts and Comics says, Ayo, Mikey. Hello there, Cristallo. I tried live streaming, and then my computer wouldn't load it, and it crashed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Also, I'm not new, it's me. Wood. Oh, I see, renamed. Yeah, guys, I do recommend live streaming if you're ever into that sort of thing. It is a whole load of fun, if your computer can handle it, that is. And my computer is nearly dying. Like, one time out of... Have I said this before? One time out of every 5 that I turn on my computer, it goes into a blue screen and says it has to do like an emergency check on something, and it tries to check the hard drive and then it shuts down. But then I just turn it on again and it seems happier, so maybe I'm just going to ignore the problem and everything will be fine. Justin Scott says, I love your drawings to these videos. Keep it up. Thank you so much for all of our overall keep it up, keep doing what you're doing encouragement. It does have a very positive effect on me. It's not just like, ooh, people say keep it up, thanks a lot. Like, I do genuinely read these and I'm just like, oh yeah, I am going to keep it up. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm currently working on an animatic for school. Oh, dude, very nice. I've never done animation before, so it's been quite a thing. Oh, have you just gone into the deep end to learn it? Strong, man, strong. So, if you were blueballed by the name of a wind... Oh my god, don't even fucking trigger me on that, motherfucker. So I said this a while ago, right? The Name of a Wind is the first book in the... Oh, basically... Side story. So I was watching a College Humor video. Guys, if you've not seen this, I strongly recommend it. It's College Humor have recently-ish released a video where it's George R.R. Martin, and it's like Mike... I want to say Mike Storcassa, but that's the wrong Mike. It's the Mike from College Humor, not the one from Red Letter Media and the other lady. And it's George R.R. Martin, and he's constantly, making books which are not the next Game of Thrones books. George R.R. Martin's The Winds of Winter... illustrated guidebook to the history of Game of Thrones. And you're just like, no, just do the actual book. Anyway, the end of the College Humor skit is they're just like, that'll teach me to start reading a book series, which is currently incomplete. And they both hold up books. And the 2 motherfucking books that they hold up is The Name of the Wind and the motherfucking Way of Kings. And I was just like, oh no, they're both incomplete series. Fuck. So great. I've led myself into a cul-de-sac of misery again, because I'm going to reach a point where I'm caught up with these stories and I can't, like, Game of Thrones is enough to keep me like freaking out. I can't deal with it. Anyway, so Name of Wind, blue balls, you're absolutely right, Justin. It stops really abruptly and that really upset me. I feel the same way. There's a second book, but it's still no closure. Yeah, so I hear the second book style's a little bit different. It's got a very mixed bag. People who recommended the series to me, Justin, said that they loved the second book, and then when I check online from other people's random opinions, they said the second book wasn't really their favourite compared to the first. So I will be reading it with curiosity. Anyway, I really hope the author doesn't pull a J.R.R. Martin, dude. Don't fucking scare me. You should try Galaxy Outlaws for complete Black Ocean Mobius missions. Just copy and Google it. I will. It's good, sir. And don't worry when the series... Oh, and don't worry because the series is done. Justin, you handsome rogue. Thank you very much. I like completed series recommendations. That said, the story follows an ex-fighter pilot and his crew of quality pirates as they take a fast, sketchy transport jobs from mobsters and other hijinks. It's what Firefly would be if there was magic. Ooh, and not cancelled after season 1. Justin, thank you, good sir. Let me control-C this. Oh, man, yeah, no, let's not fucking talk about that. Oh, my God, that book series. What am I going to do? I need some closure right now. I can't be dealing with... I've got too much going on. Well, I can handle juggling like 3 main things in my life, and 2 of those things need to be food and sleep. So right now I'm juggling like 8 things, and it is killing me. I'm not kidding. Like, this is not me at my best. Narf Alax says, my heart was lit up the moment you said JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Please draw Jotaro Kujo if you want it, but I think it would look awesome. Love your art. Thank you so much. That is a good suggestion, by the way. And I'll definitely remember you throughout my drawing life and just life in general. Narf. Remember me. Remember, Naf. That's it, Naf. Remember. Thank you so much. Loveless6374. Book recommendations, you say. Zombie by Joyce Carol Oates. Psychological horror. PS. Very graphic sex scenes. I don't really know if I want psychological horror. It was like the one thing that I asked not for right now. I need to reread Red Dragon. That was a fucking good book. When it comes to, like, you know, crime, thriller, mystery, psycho, messed up stuff. And to be fair, like, the girl with Dragon Tattoo, the original trilogy was really good, but I heard the 4th one... I don't know if the 4th one was actually turned into a book, but I heard they made a film out of the 4th one and it was rubbish. They tried to turn it into like Jack Reacher or something like that. Nevi, the one and only. Let me just sip this tea, Nevi. Oh my God, you're all recommending books. Thank you, guys. About books, you continue to say. Did no one mention The Demon Cycle? I thought it was famous. It's a really good book. Somebody probably did, but I never got the chance to read everybody's comments. Can you draw a dragon or just a dragon with a lady? I'm desperate for dragons. Nevi, can I recommend an art streamer called Cesardactyl on Twitch? She is the Lady of Dragons and is actually putting together a dragon colouring in book, I think, as well. She's got incredible skills. Blackguard says, hey Mikey, hello there Blackguard. I love your art and you really got me to start practicing my own and not giving up. Hey, so thank you. You're welcome. And also I highly recommend a manga called Shachikiju Succubus no Hanashi. It's a wholesome read, is it? And I really think it puts a spin on the idea of a succubus, and I would love to see you do your take on Lily. Keep up the amazing art and I look forward to the next DWM. Ooh, more suggestions, Blackguard. Thank you so much. Guys, bear in mind, I'm only recording the audio part. I already know that in the background it's me doing that Genos stuff. But by now, like, we're probably getting near the halfway point. Oh, we're not even halfway. Oh, God, guys, we've got loads of comments to read. Fantastic. But have one of those gift cards flashed up yet? Have I remembered to put them in? Don't worry, I'm sure I have. I just want to like tell myself more than anything. Remember that gift card hype? Gift cards in my videos going forward, you lovely lot, as a thank you. Oh my goodness. Chameleon S, hello there, says, Mikey, I saw you in Tom C's TwitchCon vlog and I think we all collectively fainted at your gorgeousness. Loads of hugs and mugs for you. Chameleon S, you absolute charmer. Chameleon S is also a live art streamer. And Michael Swank says, thank you so much. I'm glad you drew Ritza. She's such an awesome character. Yeah, I hear she's pretty fucking badass. I only got like early on into Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and I need to actually turn around and have a proper sit down with that and watch that anime. The list is very long. Remember, guys, I'm still I need to sort my life and house situation out first, but like later on in this summer, it's going to be back to JoJo's. It's going to be, I could rewatch Hunter x Hunter from scratch, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon because that'd be detrimental to my life. There's loads of stuff. Promised Neverland, I still haven't started reading that, fuck. And I still haven't finished that comic, which is set just before, I want to say Miami Vice, Tropic Thunder, none of these things. What's that really violent, gory video game set in the 80s against, like, infiltrated communism? Miami Hotline, there we go. Anyway, yeah, I've got a lot to read. Shayna Lynn says, previous comment. Hey, Mikey. Oh, okay, thank you very much for repost. Guys, if I don't read your comment in this episode, you are more than welcome to copy and paste it into next week's to see if, with any luck, I'm going to catch it, of course. Hey, Mikey, love your work. Thank you very much for saying. I'm drawing Link from The Legend of Zelda whilst I listen to you, and I thought I'd suggest that you draw Zelda from Ocarina of Time. Well, I am an Ocarina of Time boy, very much so. I know a lot of people who are just like, oh, no, it's all about Majora's Mask. If you want to be really hip and into the good old school Zelda, Majora. And I'm just like, nah, I'm an Ocarina boy. I am an Ocarina boy. Also because I had a really dodgy expansion pack for my N64 console, so I couldn't actually play Majora's Mask. It kept crashing randomly every now and then. It was an absolute fucking nightmare. Anyway, it's the first video game I ever played, and it's as near and dear to my heart. Keep up the good work. Shayna Lynn, you and me both. N64 days, it was all about, for me personally, GoldenEye and Ocarina of Time. They are just the two fucking pinnacles. If you watch any countdown to the top 10 N64 games, number 1 and number 2 spots will be GoldenEye and Zelda. Sometimes Zelda's number 1, sometimes GoldenEye's number 1, but those two games caught a zeitgeist. They caught an entire generation in this sort of magic. Shame it was just honestly not as good as a platform as the PlayStation. I mean, the games were fun, and the N64 will always be the one in my heart, but like, you could barely fit a cutscene on it. Like, just use a CD, because they were better. Anyway, let's not get into one of those arguments. F. Smittic says, greetings, Mikey. Do you remember they put Resident Evil 2 on the N64 like 2 years after it came out on the PlayStation? They're just like, finally, it's the port that everybody's been waiting for. And they could barely fit in super low resolution versions of the cutscenes because you just couldn't fit that much data on a cartridge. Oh man, it was not good. It was not good. Anyway, what were we talking about? F. Smittic says, greetings, Mikey. Hello there, F. Smittic. Rita looks lovely. She's one of my favourites. Thank you so much. Yeah, this was just randomly suggested, by the way. Rita was. And by people in my chat on the day that we were doing that live stream. I had no agenda. I just wanted to kind of talk to everybody online and kind of, you know, pop my head up and say hello. Actually, you know what? Since I've been made a partner on Twitch, flexing again, I haven't live streamed once. We worked so hard to get that partnership, and the moment I got it, I was like, brilliant, that's my hard work done. Time for a relax. I didn't relax, obviously. I'm panicking about other stuff. But yeah, no, I need to get back on Twitch. Holy shit, do you know what? This video is going to be out on a Thursday, the Draw With Mikey episode. It's Wednesdays or Thursdays it usually comes out. I aim for Wednesdays, which means it's usually Thursdays now. Have you got your gift card yet? So basically, as you're listening to this right now, the chances are I'm probably live streaming on twitch.tv/mikeymegamega right this moment. So you could get this lovely dulcet tone and other such sweet actions live right into your face. If you're into that kind of thing, of course. Anyway, another book series recommendation, says Smittic. It's about vampires, but a bit more about human nature. There was a Fox TV series recently. I know what you're going to talk about. Oh, The Passage. Wait, is The Passage what I'm thinking of? Let me Google it. I think I've read this. Is it about vampires, but it's like a kind of vampire stroke infection series? I haven't watched the Fox show, but I think I might have read a book. The Passage book series. Basically, does it begin with a plane? A plane that lands at the airport, and the moment the plane lands, everybody on board is dead, and it's really fucked up? Huh. Do you know what? I don't know if this is the same thing. What am I thinking of? Hey, guys. Okay, dude, thank you very much for your suggestion. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Let me come back to you. Smittic, nice one. Guys, so I don't think it's The Passage. I think what F. Smittic's given me is some other suggestion. Does anybody remember I think it got made into a TV show. It probably didn't, and I completely made that up in my head. But it's a series of books. And basically, it's about vampires. And it starts off where this plane lands on an airport runway. And, you know, it lands normally and everybody's talking on the radio and stuff. And in the space of it landing on the runway and reaching its, like, terminal, the plane just stops. And they, you know, everybody's like, oh, fuck, is this a terrorism thing? Why aren't they communicating? And everybody on board is dead in the space of seconds. It's really fucked up. And this is like, it's a 3-book trilogy type thing. Maybe it's A Passage, maybe it's something else. Does anybody know? Let me know. Anyway, you go on to say, I'm a professional martial arts instructor. Dude, that's fucking awesome. I've been studying since 1974. I began with Goju Shotokan Blend. Next was Junrei Taekwondo, and I might have said that wrong. And additionally studied Pekiti. Dude, I do not know what Pekiti is, and I usually know what most things are. That's so fucking awesome, man. I'll tell you what, and I've probably said this before. So, like, growing up as a, you know, kid in a single parent family, my mum worked very hard to make me not be a total weirdo. It didn't work, I am one. Pekiti Tisarali Kali. Oh, it's Filipino. Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome. Oh, it's like the stick stuff. So basically, like, you have to, like, make up your own surrogate figures when you don't have, like, a dad. It kind of happens naturally. You kind of just look for adult males and just be like, oh, is this how I'm supposed to be? So I was very fortunate in that, you know, into, you know, not going into a life of crime or something, in that I had a guitar teacher who I kind of looked up to a bit. Don't tell him. And I had a martial arts teacher. This guy called... actually, no, I won't go into the details. Anyway, he was... incredibly thoroughly top bloke, and he was my Thai boxing instructor, and I was also fucking terrified of him. He was like one of the few adult men in life that I was still scared of, because I was a mouthy little shit everywhere else. And for my third one, I basically had 3 surrogate figures, and my third one was Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. That's no fucking joke. I genuinely looked up to him for guidance in life. Like, what would he do, and what's his idea of what's right and wrong? Anyway, Side story aside, is basically I did a lot of different martial arts when I was a kid. I floated around a lot. The one that really stuck with me, probably the longest, is me and my best mate went and did Thai boxing lessons, and we kind of had to lie about our ages because we snuck in when we were a little bit too young to be doing it, but like I think they knew, but I think they were cool with it. And that was where I kind of went into being briefly an interclub Thai boxing fighter and all that sort of stuff and ting. Don't worry, my heart's full of love now. But that being said, like, oh my god, if anybody's interested in martial arts, do the fucking martial art. I couldn't recommend it anymore. I have not been to, and I have heard the odd horror story from people. Like a mate of mine said he did boxing in Ireland and it was fucking awful. But as an overall rule of thumb, every martial arts school I've ever been to, and these are people who are trained to, like, they could beat the shit out of you, and a lot of them, like, you would not fuck with outside of the lessons and stuff. But, like, the atmosphere in pretty much every martial arts gym I've ever been to has been welcoming, instructive, really fucking cool. Like, martial arts where it adds. If you don't know, if you need to do some exercise, god, this is such a ramble, I'm so sorry. I'm talking to myself because I'm not doing the exercise I should be. If you need to do some exercise in life, guys, and you don't know what you want to pick up or what you want to do, have a look at is somebody teaching martial arts near you? Why not fucking pop along and see what it's like and get a feel for it? Warning, some places are going to run you ragged though, do you know what I mean? Some places you'll learn some techniques and have a bit of fun. Some places, like, you are going to get trained like a motherfucker. You'll get fit and healthy very quickly if you stick with it, but like, they will fucking murder you. I've done a real mixed bag. Anyway, F. Smitty, that's so fucking cool, dude. That is really fucking cool. Yeah, man, I'm a bit of a shot cam boy myself, man. Oh, no, okay. Come on, we can't talk about that, even though I really want to talk to. Okay, Yuki Ross says, I'm just going to copy and paste most of my comment, especially since I'm doing basically the same thing, but with a different picture. Hey, totally cool. The one time I don't watch you on the day you release the video, you set it date order. Ah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, guys, what I do to kind of try to catch as many different people as possible is I mix up the comments. Sometimes I will just read from the most popular comments straight down. Sometimes I'll read the opposite way. I'll open all the comments and I'll work from the bottom up. And then sometimes I do date order and sometimes reverse date order. And sometimes I just float about the comment section, randomly just picking on people to kind of answer and talk to. Because there's quite a few of you that get in the comment section. I bloody love you for it. But I want to kind of, touch bases as much as possible, right? It can't just be Mikey's favourites every single time. Anyway, the anime suggestion is Rising of the Shield Hero. Hey, a lot of people talking about Shield Hero. And you want Raphalitia from the anime. Also, what I'm working on right now is that I'm editing my own OC. Oh, wow, dude, I need to give my own OC Elf some more attention. I'm giving her dark hair for Pathfinder game that I'm playing in. I'm working on... Wait, what's Pathfinder? I'm working on drawing, colouring and editing. It's more fun listening to you and checking out your beautiful art. Ah, Yuki, thank you. Side note, you continue to say, I feel like I want to burp, but I think it just went inside me and down instead. That was weird. I just realised that the headphones that you're wearing, I think I have the same pair. Oh, dude. The headphones that I'm still using to this day are the cheapest pair of headphones that I could find in the Argos catalogue 4 or 5 years ago. They are actually really worn out to fuck on the inside edge, so I need to get in touch with some headphone companies. And really randomly, this really old pair of Sony headphones, they're the pair of headphones that Jack's Films used to use 11 years ago. Just random thing that I found out recently in a video. Anyway, similar interests, same headphones. Good stuff, man, good stuff. It's weirding you out. Good thing we don't look alike, or I take it that we are clones. Yuki Ross, look in the mirror again. Maybe you're a little bit browner or a little bit lighter than you think, whichever tone brings you up to the Mikey standard. Get yourself a beanie. Mr. Basic Gamer says, this series never fails to make me smile. Thanks a lot. Hey, that's awesome, dude. I'm really pleased to hear that. Whilst I'm actually saying that, I forgot to copy-paste Yuki's thing because there's a suggestion for Shield Hero. And Sedefaf says, hey Mikey. Hello there, Sedefaf. I'm a fairly new follower. Well, welcome along. Still, I've been loving your videos. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. Especially these midweek chats. They get me through a boring workday. That is the point. That's what they're all about, dude. Just a ramble, but I really enjoy them. I'm late to the book recommendations, but if you want a fantasy series, I do. That's better than reading... Dude. Sorry. Guys, okay, I'm so sorry. I just laughed at what I was just about to read. Seraph says, I'm late to the book recommendations, but if you want a fantasy book series that's better than reading, I can never get his name right, Kavoth talk about how cool he is, try the Stormlight Archives. Oh, you motherfucker, the Stormlight Archives is a Way of fucking Kings. I've just been talking about this. Try the Way of Kings. Dude, Seraph, I'm real 50-50 on your comment. You really hit my funny bone about it, because, oh my god, yeah, the Name of the Wind is literally just Kavoth talking about how fucking great he is. That is the entire book. I was one of the smartest kids in town. I was such a good kid. I could play the lute really, really well. Oh my god, I'm so smart. I'm so clever. It is literally him just having a wank and a chronicler having to write it all down. You've absolutely nailed that. I mean, it's really interesting, and the way that magic works in that world is really particular with like binding and stuff. But dude, that's the exact fucking feedback I gave to the person who recommended the book and told me I have to read it. She was like, "Oh, how are you finding it so far?" And I was just like, it's kind of one person just talking about how fucking awesome he was, and I'm not really buying into it. I mean, I did buy into it in the end, but you've absolutely nailed it. However, the part that I don't like is that your other fucking recommendation is the other fucking audiobook that's fucked up my sleeping pattern. Way of Kings. Oh, Caladan, come on, you can save everybody, Caladan, you got this. Anyway, Sarah, thank you so much for your comment. That totally tickled me. Fucking Way of Kings. Anyway, Walpole the Everywhere says, Mikey, hope you're doing well and rested for a change. Walpole, not at all rested, good sir. I got shit to do. I'm stressed. I mean, like, the bit that's really stressing me out is like I genuinely don't know what's going on. The house now is really fucking tight. All the other stress, apart from Patreon catch up, is fun stress. Like, oh, I've got to get this done. I've got to do a review. I've got to do this. I'm very busy doing stuff that I absolutely fucking love doing. So I've got no complaints there. But the slightly bigger overarching things are a little bit stressful right now. We'll see how they go. Anyway, a book I recommend is oh my god, if you recommend The Way of Kings, I will ban you from the channel. Oh no, it's an anthology called Chicks Ahoy. Wait, this sounds dodgy. Edited by Esther Frasner. It's damn good stories, and I'm sure you'll discover a few new authors. Oh, okay. Anthologies are kind of a bit like, I like to dive into a world, but I will try it nonetheless. Hope you're doing well and keep on keeping on. Never stop stopping, guys. Each and every one of you. Hashtag take a sip. Walpole, I will. Thank you. It's Deke says, read all of the mythological sagas of Rick Riordan. There's a Greek and Roman mythological saga with Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus. Oh, hey, I think some of these got made into films, right? Aren't these adult teen books? Is this for me? Anyway, I seriously recommend it. It's a read not to regret. Oh, okay. It rivals even the classics. Holy shit, that's a big shout. Like Lord of the Rings, that's a very big shout. 64 Mega says, hi Mikey. Hello there, 64. If you feel like digging into a super long and complete, thank you, that's what I want to see. I want to see the word complete book series. You can try out The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. 14-volume epic that I'm still working through. I'm on 11 so far. It's a lot to get through, but it's a way of pulling you into the world that he's created. This is the thing, right? You get so much buy-in with this sort of stuff. I don't think I ever finished the Deathgate cycle, but that was so long ago I can't remember it. Waylander. Oh my god, Waylander is the name of a David Gemmell series of books as well. Oh my god, David Gemmell, rest in peace. Man, I've still got like loads of David Gemmell original books. Not originals, but you know what I mean. Like loads of actual IRL books lined up somewhere in a box. Anyway, I'm not sure if I could give you any recommendations, because if you're anything like me, you won't be able to put the book down. Yeah, oh yeah, once I get into a book, I lock in quite a lot. Anyway, Raymond E. Feist for Magician series, in my opinion, at least as good as Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings. Oh, big shouts. Big shouts going on right now. Copied, thank you. Just Another Artist says, hello again, Mike. Hello there, Just. I practice Shotokan karate. Oh, dude, another Shotokan boy. By the way, I work at a print shop, and with a massive amount of scrap paper, I made 7 sketchbooks. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Dude, I fucking love it. Nice shout on the scrapbook method. Have a good one. I will do, good sir. And Confused Chaos says, Mikey, complaining about taxes. Me, is this the beginning of the United States of titties? Guys, if I got taxed on every tit I drew, I'd be absolutely fucked. Only joking, of course. I'm now adding to your giant pile of requests, but onaji desu. I really do want to see Witchblade is MC in your style. Oh yeah. So guys, am I right in thinking, was somebody saying, I think Sarah Lizzie Art was probably talking about this, Witchblade is one of the very rare series where it was a Western comic and it made it all the way across into becoming an anime. How fucked up's that? That's cool. Beardy says, hi Mikey. Hello Beardy. Have you ever read the manga, Mega Tokyo by Fred Gallagher? It's a fucking amazing comic manga thingy. Maybe. Was this one of those kind of mangas, and it's very much a Western manga, but tries to imitate the Akira cyberpunk noir look? It rings a kind of bell, because I've got some really old Western comics that tried to be like an anime vibe. You can very much tell it's art trying to imitate other art, but like it had a kind of interesting thing to a couple of the characters. It wasn't that great. CSTID says, just as he says he broke his governor mug, his stream video in the top right corner shows him taking his first sip from the governor mug. Why must God have such a sense of humour? I know, guys, it's so cold and it's so hard, but we've got the big boss. The way I think of it, guys, is and don't worry, I'm not going to do any spoilers for Endgame, is, oh my god, I really want to talk about Endgame spoilers. We'll do it next episode, shall we? Is the way I see it is like spoilers for Ragnarok, however. I'm sure everyone's seen that. I kind of feel like the loss of my governor mug was like losing Mjolnir from Ragnarok. And then now that I've got the big boss mug, it's like getting Stormbringer from Infinity War. So, you know, one goes down, but we've got another one back kind of situation. Guys, does anybody know the lore about that? Because when you put Mjolnir down, it doesn't move. Is it the same with Stormbringer? I don't think Stormbringer has that ability. Anyway. Oh my god, I could talk about Endgame so hard right now, but I'm not going to. And also Game of Thrones, holy moly, when the person did the thing. When the person did the thing in Game of Thrones, episode 3. Holy moly. Okay, no spoils. Contemplate Sex says, greetings Mikey. Hey Contemplate, how you doing, man? If you keep mentioning books and sci-fi ones, so now I shall tell you my favourite space book, please do. Favourite 2 sci-fi books, in fact, are Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow. Dude, oh my god. So they follow the same timeline from different characters' perspectives. Oh, fuck. So I've watched Ender's Game, the film, and I was trying to explain this to Todge, or Ken, the guy who I used to do the podcast before we'd stopped on Film Crab. Ender's Game, I've only watched the film, was just a really boring movie to me right up until the last 15 minutes, where the whole concept about having to face what you've done and decide, okay, is genocide who I am, and then he kind of flies off with the thing. I was like, that's really fucking interesting. The very end of that, Ender's Game, is very, very interesting to me for the very, very end. The rest of it's kind of meh. However, dude, Contemplate, consider yourself added to that list of recommendations. Thank you, man. I won't go into a big Ender's Game ramble because we're going to be short of time, but dude, yeah, cheers. Two of them at the same... So, Game of Thrones does that, obviously, with a couple of the books about 2/3 of the way through. Like, the penultimate last 2 books, I think, are both set in the same timeline, but from different characters' perspectives. Really good stuff. By the way, guys, if you've not read Game of Thrones, read Game of Thrones. If you've not read Dune, or you're not planning to read Dune, read Dune. Are you reading Dune yet? You need to be reading Dune. Don't make me remind you every single DWM. Like I said, we're going to be doing some One Punch Man ladies. We're going to be doing some Game of Thrones ladies. Later, we're going to have to start having a look at Dune, guys. Anyway, Desert Avenger says, hey, Mikey. Hello there, Desert. Good job as always. Thank you, man. At the moment, obviously, I'm just messing. So this is a thing. If you're still here, you already know the score. But the Draw With Mikey episodes are just in the background. It's whatever I happen to be working on. Sometimes it might look good, most of the time it won't. And at the moment, I haven't really been working towards a final finished image. I'm just working on a colour palette for an image. So it's all about experimenting or just seeing what's going on. That's always my disclaimer when there's really bad content on the video side of things. Anyway, you'd say Metro 2033 and Roadside Picnic because you're a huge Stalker nerd. Oh my god, Stalker! Is that not a Tarkov movie from way back in the day? Anyway, both good sci-fi post-apocalyptic books with very particular Eastern European outlook, and the world of Metro has some very good opinions on human nature and tribalism. Ooh. Also, The Last Wish, if you like The Witcher, because the books really explore the world of The Witcher more and give more context on stuff that happens in the games. I kind of, sorry for the essay, hashtag hardcore crew, hashtag sip of nondescript beverage sipped indeed. By the way, guys, you are the hashtag hardcore crew if you're this deep in, by the way. That's fantastic. Yeah, dude, okay, no, I'll take all of those. I'm going to hold off any of the Witcher books and stuff and things, because I'm still playing The Witcher 3, technically, after Sekiro. So we'll see how we go there. But dude, thank you so much. Scody Easily says, also, I still heavily recommend the book series LOW by Rick Remainder, or Lau. Okay, thank you very much. And by the way, guys, remember, ask me anything. I need some cues for my Q&A video eventually when we actually do it. So thank you so much, guys. Get yourself in the comment section with the questions. Makasi Kudisu. And what I'll do is I'll kind of awkwardly answer some of them next episode, but try to note as many of them as I actually can, even if it's offline, to actually add to a Q&A. Thank you so much. Makize Kudisu says, hello there, Mikey. Hello there. I wanted to give you an update and a challenge at the end. Oh, shit. You asked to copy-paste unread comments from last week, so here it is. Fantastic. Last week's comment. Thanks, Mikey. I had a rough time with depression recently. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear it. But listening to you and having fun and being a decent human put me in... Hey, I'm a decent human! Thank you. Put me in the mood to keep learning and try to keep on working on my drawing skills so that I can one day bring my world to life. Dude, I strongly recommend that. I think drawing is fantastic for dealing with depression or just kind of taking your mind off it. It's not like a cure or anything. Talk to a professional if you ever need to. I strongly recommend that. Talk to your friends if you've got the right kind of friends. But if you need to just fill the gap from one moment to another, get yourself drawing. Absolutely. Anyway. You've started antidepressants. I hope you're cool with me reading this out loud, by the way. I'm working on exercising and sleeping more regularly too. Oh man, so those are the things that I should be doing, which I'm absolutely not. But yeah, they're also really fucking good. Exercise is incredible. Exercise releases better chemicals in your brain. It genuinely does actually help. It's been hard for me to keep up with drawing practice, but I want to one day draw like W. Lop. Oh my god, W. Lop I think recently did an incredible drawing video of this kind of silver-haired elven girl lying on a couch or something with loads of paintbrushes around it. Search on YouTube for this, guys. It's fucking a brilliant watch for an artist. Anyway, I'm going to keep working on myself so I can get there. Dude, absolutely. We're all on the journey. A challenge for you. You mentioned this week you wanted to get back into working in a more painterly style. Kind of swings and roundabouts. You say try a cut and smooth painting style. Cynics goes over the techniques in a video, painting like a sculptor, and I think it makes painting with rougher line work way more fun and approachable. I'm just copying this. Yes. Just lots of positive nondescript words. Yes. Yeah, dude, thank you so much. I'll get on that Cynics video when I can. Ellen Jonas says, I've listened to The Name of a Wind too, and I was surprised at the end. I felt like they just cut the book in half. Oh my god, right? Okay, let's not. Luckily, I could just go to the second book. Yeah, no, I need to do this. I need to get that one up. Did you read the next book? I have not yet, Ellen. I will obviously be absolutely on it. You know what? I'm a little bit sick of The Way of Kings audiobook, book 2. I'll probably start from the beginning of that one. I'm not that far in. As a reading book. So accordingly, I might just give that a little bit of a side note for the moment and go back to book 2 from The Name of Wind. I think you've got a good shout there. Anyway, my tips in fantasy genre. The Way of Kings. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's all you motherfuckers. Talking about, okay, The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Yeah. What is it? What is it with every single person? I'm not complaining, by the way. Thank you so much for commenting. I do appreciate you. What is it with every single person who's read The Name of the Wind has also read The Name of Kings? Like, are these the 2 books for every, like, fantasy person is into? Am I only just realising what is, like, a long-running joke in the world of fantasy? Both these series are incomplete. Come on, man. I'm trying to get on in my life here. Okay, anyway, yeah, no, thank you so much, Ellen. And Ryan Dobson says, Dark Matter. You should read or listen to Dark Matter. Okay, Ryan. Absolutely amazing thriller about alternative realities, a love story, and so many unforeseen twists. It gets mind-melting and very well written. Ryan, thank you so much. Way of fucking Kings. Motherfucker. Okay, brilliant. And how are we doing for time? Oh, we're coming up towards the end, guys. Guys, remember, again, if you've made it this far, it might be too late. I know some people on the internet are really quick at this, but going forward in the Draw With Mikey videos until I've used up my 500 quid budget is gift cards. 2 gift cards, 2 $10 Amazon gift cards in every DWM episode. Keep your eyes peeled. And also, I'll be giving a random $10 gift. Oh, God. So this is a thing when it comes to people on YouTube. Because when I randomly say someone in the comments on YouTube gets a gift card, I can never actually fucking reach them. Fuck, how am I going to do this? It'll be something random, like randomly to somebody who I select who also has an email address attached to their YouTube account or something like that. I'll work it out, don't worry, boys. But anyway, I'm giving away gift cards as thank you. We've hit 500,000 subscribers. That is, let me just come back to that. The reason why I've not done like a shout out video, other than the fact that I was complaining about earlier, that I'm super busy and I'm a little bit worried about some stuff. But other than that, is like, my brain's not computing this. I haven't like accepted this in my head yet. It is so fucking mental. 500,000. Holy Jesus, man. I'm just some bloke drawing and trying to share what he knows about drawing. Like, bear in mind, when I'm not making these videos, I'm just farting and trying to run to the shops to get some milk before it closes and, you know, trying to scramble together what remains of my social life and, you know, pop to the cinema. I'm just walking about like any other random person. But, fuck, 500,000. Half a fucking milli. It's mental. Anyway, okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, can we fit in a couple more? Yes, we can. Malika's Prime with another book recommendation says, Hey Mikey, hello there Malika's. I really like a book called Never Never, and I think you'd like it too. Oh, I loved your vids, and you make my nights with your weird humour. I'm sad you broke your mug, Malika's. Thank you so much. I'm sad too, man, but every end is a new beginning. We've got the new mug. We've got the big boss now. You're going to start seeing it in some of the videos and the live streams. And Negative Half says, my man, I don't know what to write, but your art is 10 out of 10. Negative Half, that is something lovely already to write. So thank you so much for you saying that. And let's keep scrolling down. Let's see if we can catch some randoms. Spam Hands says a random recommendation to throw out is The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass manga. It spoils the game if you haven't played it. I have not, but I'm probably not going to. And it's just one volume, a short read, adds to the story of Phantom Hourglass and gives more jokes and characters to the characters. Ooh, okay, thank you very much, good sir. And Tuna Meng says, hello Mikey, I haven't watched you for a while. Hello there, Tuna. But I'm going back to it now. Welcome on in. Anyways, your tutorials have evolved my art so much. I'm really pleased to hear that, by the way. Even if I don't do enough anime style or even get into anime in general, yeah, we need to start really mixing up with more real IRL anatomy stuff, but I need to build up my skills. More semi-realism and painterly roughish look now is what you're doing. Fantastic. And your anatomy tutorials have helped a lot and even convinced me to read a figure drawing book and develop my art style. Yeah, my tutorials are super basic. I don't have those high-end skills, or at least my high-end skills are not at the point where they're good enough and built into me enough that I think I can competently teach you about them. But when it comes to those basic shapes, I will happily make some videos and share some stuff and ding with you lovely people. Anyway, I've been practicing seriously for almost a year, just shy of 2 months because of you. Keep up the good stuff, man. Tuna Main, that's a fucking lovely comment. Thank you so much. I'm really pleased to hear that. Let me just see if we can fit in a couple more. Muse says, for fantasy books, I love any book by Terry Pratchett, also the Alchemist series by Michael Scott. Oh, I'm going to copy that for the Alchemist series recommendation. Yeah, I'm very new to Terry Pratchett. I've only read The Colour of Magic. I'm sure I said this last time, but I fucking loved it. It was really something. And I'm just scrolling down to get the random comments. Doop, it's just loading up more. I'm just double checking the time on the other side. Now we're good. Scorchy says, are you planning to do any more drawing tutorials again? If so, could you teach us an updated clothes tutorial? Oh yeah, don't worry, we have so much to do. Obviously, it's fine for me to keep saying don't worry about it, they're going to happen. But I do appreciate I haven't done an IRL pencil and paper tutorial for a while. I've been doing digital ones. We will come back to it again. Let me just sort my life out really quickly. And Axe of Crazy says, your art is flawless. It's not flawless, Axe, but thank you so much for that kind comment. And let's just grab one more. He says, scrolling, Benjamin Webb did Budo Zanshin Jiu-Jitsu. Oh man, Jiu-Jitsu is where it's at, is what I keep hearing. Especially BJJ got really popularized by, what was that? UFC. Oh my god, so I know UFC is really popular in America and are popular with a lot of people. I don't watch it, I don't have that kind of television cable plan or whatever. Guys, if you want to see some fucking crazy shit, forget about all the UFC right now. Go and find yourself, if you can, UFC 1 to 5 or UFC 1 to 10. Back when UFC 1, like basically 1 through 10 came out, this came out in a time where nobody really knew enough about martial arts, and it's genuinely people from different it's not mixed martial arts as you know it today, it's people from very particular schools of martial arts getting in a ring and fighting each other, and there are barely any rules. It is a fucking wild boy shit show. The original 10 UFCs, guys. This is original Royce Gracie, original early stuff, and it is fucking mental. UFC now is like a very slick, very balanced, very heavily ruled kind of series of events made for kind of entertainment, and it's built up, and it's like boxing. Original UFC, holy shit, it's like reading a fucking manga, do you know what I mean? So-and-so comes from this school of martial arts, and so-and-so comes from this school of martial arts, and now they're going to have a fight in a ring. It is just so fucking crazy. There's a guy in and I'm not gonna go on this side rant, but basically, get yourself on the old school. Anyway, Benjamin, thank you very much for sharing those martial arts. Can I fit in one more? Louis Kang. There's no Bruce Lee in Mortal Kombat 11, but Louis Kang is close. Daisuke Uchiha, I hope you're doing well. And the banner guy's saying, where's the fic? Yeah, sometimes we just work on the art skills instead. And Kale Serpent is a hips and ass man. Good stuff, Kale Serpent. Good for you. Okay, guys, fantastic. Wait, Steakona, let me just end on this one. Steakona says, have you actually done heroin? You sounded like you spoke from experience. God. If I'd done because it's quite Moorish, isn't it? I think if I'd done heroin, I probably wouldn't have a YouTube channel right now. I probably wouldn't have any property. I'd be living in a slum somewhere, with all those used up needles, just trying to live my life. So, just in case you have to actually have an answer from me. No, I have not. But why? Have you got some? I'm willing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to this particular episode. Obviously, we had last week off. Thanks for bearing with. I've got a lot going on, which obviously I'm always moaning about, but we need to focus on the stuff. And the thing, you guys are absolutely fantastic. Have you gotten in the comment section yet and given me a question for my Q&A? Is there anything that you want to ask me in general anyway? Have you told me what kind of artwork you're working on? Have you kept an eye out for the gift card giveaways that I'm now just sneaking into stuff? And also, I really bloody love you guys. We've hit 500,000 subscribers. Again, that is fucking mental. I can't get my head around it. And of course, an extra great big shout out to those delicious patrons on Patreon. Are you aware that they're the only reason why I can manage to do this? They are literally how I feed myself. So a super great big shout out to Noah H, Darius M, Marisa, Michael P, Carlos R, Breton F, Simbasi K, Fabio, Elton Peste, Andrew E, Homongchi L, Jamie, Zahaki, and Matthew A. I know some of you guys, 3 of you in particular, have actually been emailing. Let me try that again. 3 of you in particular have been emailing me your updated artwork for review and critique, so I will also be having a look at that shortly. I know that I've been pushing that back a lot as well in order to get all the other artwork done. Anyway, you guys are absolutely fantastic. Have yourself a bloody lovely week, and I will see you next time. Take care.